video is my 10 plus 1, 10 products that I use to get the look that I'm wearing today. Some products that are old and just a couple that are new, including Jouer foundation, great for oily skin, mineral veil powder that I use to set, and my Soft Glam Anastasia. Stay tuned and I'll show you the entire look, including my cute dress from Target and accenting it with my Nouvelle blush pearls. Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. If you like this video, be sure and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you. Today I'm going to talk about what I did to get my look this morning. Today I was going out. Today's Sunday, going to church, so I use what I consider to be my fuller face makeup look, and for me that means using foundation all the way through eyeshadow, and I thought I'd share this with you, and I'm calling this my 10 plus 1. So 10 products plus 1, and I'll tell you what I'm not including. What I'm not including in this video is what I do to prime my face to get me to that first step of foundation. I'm going to keep that to a second video of how I prep my skin before I put on my full face look. And I went ahead and included in this 10 plus 1 my MAC Prep and Prime, and this is in Radiant Rose. Love this stuff. I didn't just use this as under eye concealer, so I didn't want to include it in the prepping of skin because I actually use this as a highlighter, and I'll explain that in the video. So if you're interested in how I got this look today, and I'll just share with you that I have on this black dress. It's short sleeves, and it's got these really pretty, it's like yellow and a really light slate blue and just kind of a nudie beige background in some of the flowers, and I'm wearing my Nouvelle pearls, and this is in the the name of them, they're not the classic white, but they're the pink version, the blush pearls, and I'll link that information below. But it's just kind of a little bit of, I'll show you this, a v-neck, and so that's what I wore, but I'm just showing you my ensemble here, but I'm just going to share with you how I got this look. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Today is Sunday. I'm going to church, and so I do a little more to my makeup routine than I do just normally hanging around for the week or so. So I just thought I'd share these 10 plus 1 item with you. I tried to keep it down to just 10, but there wasn't anything today that I was going to cut out, which I could have, and I'll explain it as we get into the video. So if you're interested in this, and stick around, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'd love for you to join me on my channel and subscribe. So first of all, I didn't really go too much outside of what I normally do when I'm putting on more of a full face makeup. And full face to me means I'm using foundation, powder, liner, eyeshadow, that type thing. So I'm not going to talk about what I do to prep my skin, so that my next step after prepping would be my foundation. I'm going to do that in a separate video. So what I did do is my regular face regimen routine: wash, tone, moisturize, use sunscreen, and also used eye primer and face primer. So I'll talk about that in a separate video and share with you what I use. So today my first step is foundation, and I use the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation. This has hyaluronic acid, it's matte, and it's oil free. I'm loving this foundation. I feel like it does a great job staying in place. It has great coverage, and it's in a pump, and I'm going to show you. You might think this is wasting, but I'm going to show you basically that's really all I used to cover my entire face and neck area. It's a really creamy foundation. It blends really well, and I used my Beauty Blender sponge. This particular one happens to be by Sonia Kashuk, and I do love it. It has great application. I've been using this for about 3 weeks. I didn't really want to talk about it too much because I've been using Makeup Junkie sponges, and I do like them, but I did have an issue with one of the sponges getting a divot in it within about a week's time. So I didn't want to say too much more about the Sonia Kashuk since I decided to pick that one up. But it really is. It's a great sponge. It has a large base, and you can just pounce it on, and you can see it really blended very well. And right here is where I used it, and it does a great job of coverage. So that was product number 1, and this happens to be in the color Shell. So really liking that. Next, and of course, like I said, I have primed my skin, and part of priming to me also involves any cover-up that I'm using, so I will talk about that in another video. But unlike some people, they put their cover-up on after they do their foundation. I do both. If my skin happens to be excessively red, if I'm having a lot of allergy issues, which today I am, I will also use a cover-up and dot that on and somewhat under my eyes and around my T-zone nose area, and then apply foundation. And then after the foundation, if it kind of moved on me in any way, I'll just touch it up really quick. So that was product number 1. Product number 2 was the next step. What I did was I went ahead and bronzed my face up. I like to do that as my next step, and today I use the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. I've had this for a very long time, very long time. I pretty much do use this all year round, but as you can see, it's still very active. I mean, you get a whole lot in this jar. It's well worth the money. I always keep the plastic lid that comes with it. I think it keeps it more secure after you put the lid on, but this happens to be a really, really nice bronzer. It's light, and I'm gonna swatch it right here on my arm, right there, and it doesn't have that orange tint to it, and it blends in so well. And so that's what I used today to put a little bit of that sun-kissed look on my skin. As you can see, it has a really nice tone to it, and it really does a great job of just giving you that little bit of a sun look to your skin. And I used my Chanel angled powder contour brush. I really love this brush. I do use this for almost all of my powders or contours that I use in bronzers. So that was item number 2. And then next, what I did was I used, well, of course, I powdered. And then today I used the Hourglass. This is the Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And what I like to do with this is I like to cover my T-zone area and my forehead, so basically down my forehead, through this area and chin area to begin with. So I dab some in, and what you do is you just kind of tap your container. It comes out in this little well here. I take my powder brush. This is an It Cosmetic powder brush. Love it. Swish it around. I'll go ahead and do it because, you know, I've already done my makeup. And I just basically tap up and around my T-zone area and up this way. And just lightly just get that first layer in. And then whatever's left in there, I just kind of keep there. I go to my next step, and my next step is my blush. So I go ahead, and today I use, so this would be number 4, my Chanel Alizane, this color. It's really a beautiful color. I mean, I use this a lot during the fall and winter, but I also use it in the summer and spring because I do think it's a kind of that bronzy color, but it's got that little bit of peachy tone to it, so I really like it. And for this, I used my blush brush, one of mine. This is a Charlotte Tilbury blush brush. I like it. I also have a Chanel blush brush that I use also, and just interchange. So just went ahead and swirled in my blush, and I used that, and you can see the color is still pretty vibrant, and I did my makeup at like 8:30 this morning, and it's now, what time is it? 1:15. So it has long-lasting color. These Chanel blushes are super, super nice. So item number 5 then is, I'm going to jump over to my eyes. So next, what I do, and I tend to do this, I've been doing this a little more recently. I take a little bit of that powder and I scoop it up in my brush, and I kind of just roll it underneath my eyes and just let it. Now, I guess some people say I'm baking. I don't do a full bake. I just kind of put the powder there in case I have any fallout. It's just easy to kind of brush away. So I do that, and then I go to 3, 4, step 5, which is my eyes. And today I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Soft Glam palette. And I've showed this before. Comes with a really nice full-size mirror. Beautiful, beautiful colors, beautiful colors. And today I pretty much used this tempera over my bottom lid, top lids, right underneath my eyebrows. I went in with this orange soda on my lower lids, believe it or not, and then I kind of blended out with rose pink and this burnt orange. I've been using this palette, and I've been doing a whole bunch of mixes with it, and oh my gosh, these colors are amazing. They're gorgeous, and you don't have to have a real technique to do the blending with these colors. They all blend beautifully. They're soft, they're buttery. It's a great palette. And I also kind of did in my crease, the sultry and my outer V area, and just love this palette. It really is a super nice palette. So item number 6 then is, oh, and I'll just kind of, oh, I have a little bit of an itch on my eye. That's item number 5 was my eyeshadows, and like I said, I use that sultry in the crease and outer V, and oh boy, something just, I think a little eyelash got there, sorry. And then I lined my waterline and my lower lash line with this Revlon Color Stay, and it's in the color Sapphire. It's really a pretty color, and it doesn't look that blue on my eyes because I also went in with the Soft Glam after I tight lined and water lined with this, and just put a little bit of that darker brown that's in this Soft Glam palette. And it just has not run, it stayed in place, and this is really a pretty, pretty blue, and this again is a Revlon pencil. Item number 7, I used the Chanel Plissé Lumiere de Chanel. Showed this, my favorite, kind of a champagne-y, and I used the tapered highlighting brush, and this is by Sonia Kashuk. This is a really, really nice highlighting brush, and what I like to do is I just take the brush, I just roll it in, I get the tip, and then I just tap it and work my way upward. Again, on this side, I do the same, and then I hit down center of my nose and here and there, and that's all I do. Oh, I think I dropped the lid down there. And then I went in next with my, let's see, let me check and make sure I'm on the right number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, number 8, yeah, would be the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in granite, so I went ahead and I first brushed my eyebrows with the spoolie, and then I just outline my brows lightly with this granite, and that's all I did with that. That was number 8. Number 9 is my mascara, and today I'm using the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. I bought this in a smaller size. I've had a sample of this twice. I love this mascara. I think it does a great job. It's called the Smoky Eye Mascara. It really lifts my lashes. I have 1 coat of this on. They stay in place. It's a nice dark black color. There's no flaking with it, no smudging, doesn't make my eyes itch. It's a great mascara. So I'm pretty positive, because I had used the 2 samples, really liked it. I went with this because it was just one of those. I know a lot of people don't like these smaller samples. They think it's a waste of money, but I don't think that way. I think it's a great way to try something to see if you want to step it up and you know, buy a bigger size. So I really do like it. That's great. And then number 10, I finished my look with the Dior, what is this? Oh wow. It's this one. I don't even know. I can't read anything on it. But this is what I used. I didn't line my lips or do anything like that. Today, I just put this on. I like this. I don't know if it would be a repurchase again. It makes my lips feel really nice. The color gets a little bit deeper after it dries. It's not sticky. So it's a pretty nice gloss. So those were my 10 items that I used today to get ready. Now, I didn't include, like I said, my cover-up, my primer, what I used for my lids, what I used for, you know, under my lids to cover up. I didn't do any of that. Oh, wait a minute. I think I made, ooh, I was including that, so maybe I counted wrong. Let me just do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. It was 10 plus 1 is what I was calling this, because I wanted to include this. I use the MAC Prep and Prime. And I don't necessarily just use this for just under my eyes to cover the darkness when I have like dark circles. I actually use this more of a highlighter, so that's why I wanted to include it today. I'm so sorry. So I use this MAC Prep and Prime, and I'm just going to show you what's on the brush itself left, because I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty, I can tell. But I do use this as a highlighter, and what I do when I apply this is I start in the corner of my eye, I bring it down about to this level and then up. I really don't go real close here. I find that when I do that, it just seems to emphasize more of those fine lines for me, but if I can highlight down here and smooth it all in, it leaves a really nice finish. So that's basically what I do, is I start here and I bring it down kind of in a diagonal sort of triangular shape, and then I highlight up here and a little bit here, and then I just blend it in, and normally I'll use my sponge to blend it in. So that's why this is 10+1, because at first I think I was going to kind of count this and put this towards my prepping my skin, getting it ready for a makeup look. But these are the products that I use today, no more, no less, to get this look. And I wanted to share it with you. Until next time, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like I said, give it a thumbs up. Be kind, be humble, and age gracefully. Bye.